weekend of camping. We did pretty good with our eating. We tried to get to some sleep, but just being in a different bed, obviously not eating the way we normally do 100% makes me feel a little tired. I definitely feel refreshed. So getting away, refreshed, recharged, excited to be back, excited to work out even if it was only 2 days. But my legs, I was just telling my husband, I was like, man, my legs are heavy. So we did a lot of hiking, just a lot of different activity. My forearms, even from climbing, are still a little clumpy. So we're gonna start with a long chipper this morning. So I just did 100 cals on the bike just to get blood flow. We're gonna start with 100 cal assault bike, 80 cal ski erg, 60 wall balls, 40 toes bar, and 20 burpee box jump overs, just to get some blood flow, nothing too taxing, and then we'll probably work into a little bit of weightlifting and accessory movements. I feel like I haven't done Olympic lifting in a really long time, but we'll see how this goes. My hands, I haven't done a lot of rock climbing either. They do a really grippy, pumpy workout, and it sits in there. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but that's how I feel. Like being on the wall and not wanting to fall and squeezing the holds as hard as you can, like just so much blood, but it's okay. That's what a hook grip is for. I need to work on both because I get into a competition and it's barbell cycling, like heavy DT for instance, and I can't. Typically a lot of the girls are just flinging it around, so I know it's not most technically sound Olympic weightlifting, but for today's complex, to spend some time working on building to heavy bounces as well as like the hang squat clean from a good technical position seems to be pretty beneficial for me. So see how heavy I can get today.
Ain't felt this good in a while. Simmer down. Can you hear me now? All my life I've barely spoken. Your words have been so broken. I've been under your hypnosis. Why did I sip that potion? I'm so done with holy ghosting. My birth, it is an omen. Lay me down up in the ocean until you see no motion. Right now I can barely focus. I'm showing no emotion. On your knees, show your devotion. My skin is black but golden. I'm not here for bragging, boasting. Ain't lying, I've been chosen. Mind is burning, heart's exploding. This is my magnum opus. Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? Ain't felt this good in a while. They want us to simmer down. Can you hear me now? Am I going in and out? I stop and just look around to see if you're with me now. Tell me, are you with me now? Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, already forgot them, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now. You haters just in the crowd, but still I just look around. Are you with me now? Are you with me? Step in the fire, get ready to take it higher. Real nigga coming out your amplifier. Y'all want every black man to be rich.
Yeah, it's always good. Whoa, it's crazy because my power clean max is 200 and I'm hitting 3 bounce at 175. I don't normally do that, which I know to a lot of people isn't really heavy, but you have to stop comparing yourself to a lot of people. So for me, I always just try to think about good, clean movement and not worrying about what all the other girls are doing, because it can be hard, but you can only do your best. So always remember that. Yeah, I'm happy with the way that looks. Cool. So we were driving home yesterday and we were listening to Joe Rogan podcast, and they're talking about something I'm gonna work on is like what you feed yourself physically and how you take care of yourself. And so I feel like I do a really good job of taking care of my body and eating really good food, making sure I'm working out. But then they were talking about the mental aspect and how basically like if all we're doing is looking at social media and staring at a screen and kind of not feeding our brain with really good things, you're basically doing the same thing as if you were just eating a bunch of gummy bears and drinking a bunch of alcohol. Like you're just feeding your brain a bunch of shit. So my new thing, I told Pat, is to make sure I'm being very aware and working on what I'm also feeding my brain, because it's just a very interesting way to think about it. So I just feel like a lot of us don't, especially when we do such a good job of taking care of our bodies, health and wellness, that maybe we don't always think about what we're actually feeding our brains and how we're continuing to enhance and learn and stimulate our brain as well. So that was like a big food for thought takeaway for me driving home yesterday, and just a different way of thinking about it. So I'm really excited to try to incorporate that into my everyday life as well.
Some demons.
How's vacation? Any near-death stories?
No near-death stories. Nothing too sketchy. First night there, I might have had one or two too many adult beverages and got a little sick. But other than that, it was pretty smooth. So I'm gonna try to sweat some of that out today.
And we back in your town, burning it down. You've been waiting too long for the sound. Time is now, got you hanging on every single word, verb and now. Give you what you been waiting for now, what you praying for. This the type of we slaving for. Get you another hit, I know you craving more. I'm in this, but they go Super Saiyan boy. I am a higher being, whole world at my command. I got the whole damn planet here in the palm of my hand. Watch out, back out, wait up, might wake up, stay up, they gon' get it, they gon' take us, raise up, we got color, they try and gray us, you are not listening to the greatest.
Whew. I got him. One burpee box jump. I could hear him, I'm like, don't look, just go. That was good, it was perfect. I think I went my first 30 seconds just a little too hard on the assault bike, and I wasn't ready for that. And then I had to figure out how to get my heart rate back down. And then push the ski. It's always good when you have someone doing it with you. It made me work a lot harder than I really wanted to. The wall balls, I feel like the bike into the ski, I had built up a little bit of lactic in my legs. And so when I got to the wall ball and I tried to pick it up, I feel like I missed my first couple. Like I was just all over the place. And then it flushed out and chipped away. But it was good. Ending with 20 burpee box jumps as hard as you can is never fun. So, what do you think?
I felt sick.
Welcome
Just
back.
work for a little bit, die for a little bit, work for a little bit, try to die and recover for a little bit. That was a good one. Oh.
Yeah, we're probably feeling our s'mores. Killed him.
Pretty close.
Yeah, it was like re-energizing for me, and I want to do more, but he's just sitting here like a bump on a log. Come on! Just kidding, that's what I do to my dog. I tell him to come on. That's why it's perfect for us. He just follows me around.
Blood feels a little thick. You need some water in there.
Dehydrated?
I just looked outside and you were like, just pondering life.
Not so refreshed and rejuvenated
Too
anymore.
much vodka, not enough water.